Hey everyone, it's Ozzie for Shacknews, and in case you haven't heard, you're hearing it now. The Goblins vs. Gnomes expansion for Hearthstone is now out, and we're going to be opening a few of these expansion packs and kind of take a look at what's available. So, as you can see, you already get 3 packs just for signing in. So they want to get you going right away, and that's even before I blow the 1200 gold that I have. But let's take a look at some of these packs and see what you're going to be playing through, what you're going to be playing with your deck. Let's break these down one by one. Shrinkmeister, 2 mana. It's a battle cry of giving a minion -2 attack. I mistakenly thought this was actually to give a friendly minion -2 attack, which I don't know why anyone would do that. But this is a lot like some of the paladin. Like some of the paladin minions that will reduce attacks to 1 or that type of thing. I think you can even reduce an attack to 0 if you find something that has 2 attacks. So that might be somewhat useful. And at 3/2, that's actually kind of good stats to have. Ogre Brute, 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. I actually did not find the downside to this just yet because I've been playing with it on arena runs. I haven't had it go the wrong way just yet, but it's kind of a downside. At 4/4, you could honestly probably find better stats on some of the other cards that came out during the summer. So you might want to hold off on Ogre Brute because that might be a bit of a downside. Just got a rare one, Shield Maiden. This is a fun one. This is a warrior minion. You get 5 armor just for laying her down at 6 mana. You can actually do a lot of damage just by laying her down if you combine her with the warrior's Shield Slam card and even the armor up. You can actually perform a 9 mana play where you lay down Shield Maiden, armor up, and then Shield Slam something for 7 damage. It's a very potent combo and something that warriors should probably take a good look at. Goblin Stalker, I've seen that played during my arena runs. That's a potentially good low card play, and at 3 health it won't get taken down by Consecration or Holy Nova or any of those. So that's something that you may want to think about. And Warbot, this is my first look at this. At 1/3, that's actually not bad for a 1 mana. It's something that won't get taken down by Slam. It's something that won't be wiped out by some of the area of effect cards. So that's something that you might want to consider as like an early gameplay or like a first turn. So let's take a look at the second deck. Already start with a rare Vitality Totem. This is the one of the first healing cards for Shaman. So you can lay it down, it will immediately give you 4 health back at the end of your turn. You could probably hide behind some taunt cards and it'll keep refreshing you. Shaman didn't have really good healing before this, and this might actually give it a good hand. So let's move on to another Shaman card, Whirling Zap-O-Matic, and this is a 3/2 at 2 mana, and at Wind Fury it's a little better than some of the other early play Wind Fury cards. I know there's a 1 mana minion that I'm forgetting the name of that's got Wind Fury. It's got 3/1 stats, and it's too much of a downside since that one has an overload of 2, and a mage could probably just take it out with a hero power. It's not worth it. This is a lot less risk, especially because there's no overload drawback whatsoever. Floating Watcher, this is for Warlocks. This is whenever your hero takes damage on your turn, gain +2/+2. That's actually really handy if you combine that with the Warlock hero power. So you might want to consider laying this down on turn 7. You can lay it down, you can draw a card, and you can boost it up to 6/6. So that's actually something good for Warlocks. Antique Healbot for all classes. I played this quite a bit with my mage during my arena runs late last week, and it can really come in handy. 8 health in a pinch is especially really good for a mage. It can help you get your health back up, especially after you play an Ice Block secret. It'll help you in the late games. It'll help you last a few more turns until you can hopefully bounce back from whatever zoo you're facing up against. Zoo is going to be a lot more popular. Goblin Auto Barber. This is for Rogue. Give your weapon +1 attack. I've already seen this used. This can be really deadly if you combine it with Assassin's Blade or some of the Rogue's other weapons. In fact, even with the Rogue's standard hero power weapon, you use a Goblin Auto Barber and you use Deadly Poison, you can actually boost that weapon to about 6 and still have a 3/2 minion on the field. That's actually a really good card for Rogues. So we have one more deck left. Let's go ahead and open it up. Screwjank Clunker. Give a friendly mech +2/+2. It's gonna depend on the mech, really, and I think I haven't seen enough of the warrior mechs to determine whether this is a good play, but 2/5 stats, it's similar to some of what you'll already see. I know I've seen that one minion that has these stats and can charge. I actually like him better, but if you have a mech heavy deck, maybe think about this one. And another rare one. This is a Suit Spewer for the Mage, and this is the rare 3 mana that has a +1 spell damage. So if you want to combine this with your Blizzard or even with your Flame Strike it's an expensive 10 mana play, but it's still something that will give you a little boost when needed, and it's better than some of the 2 mana plays that you can get +1 spell damage. Lost Tall Strider, that's for beasts. That's a beast for all classes. It can be helpful for the hunter if you combine him with Houndmaster, but personally I'd rather use the Stealth Tiger with Houndmaster for hunters. So it's high base stats. Maybe give it a look. I think it's too risky, especially if you play against a priest that can simply Shadow World Death it. So it's probably not worth it. Got an epic. A mini mage, 4/1, it's stealth and spell damage +1. That's another risky play, and I think it's risky because though it's got stealth, Consecration, Holy Nova, those area of effect cards can wipe it out immediately. I don't know if I would play him. That's especially for 4 mana. I think that's a little too much. And Tinkertown Technician. If you have a mech, gain +1 and add a spare part. That's good for a late play. You can play him along something like the Suit Spewer, and you can get a spare part. Spare parts are really random, but sometimes they can come in handy. You can get one that will help you call back minions. You can get one that gives it stealth. You can freeze opponents. There are some good spare parts to be found. So if you want to take that chance, go for it, but Tinkertown Technician is a little bit random. So those are the 3 packs that I've drawn, and that's for Goblins vs. Gnomes. So the expansion is out now. If you're looking to jump in, best of luck to you. It's not going to be easy. The game is going to be a lot harder to keep up with in the coming weeks. We'll break it down as best we can on Shacknews, so keep on watching the streams and keep on visiting shacknews.com.